Welcome home, everyone. We are hanging out here on a Wednesday. I'm going to have a seat, sit down, chat with you guys about, well, a big topic that has been hitting the market nowadays more than ever, and that is Orange County, Arrive Home, Florida Bond Program, all in which are down payment assistance programs. Everybody wants to talk about it all day long. Everybody wants to take the 411. Well, we're about to give it to you today. We're about to go live. We're going to be hanging out with our phenomenal loan officers. I mean, one of a kind. We're going to introduce them one at a time here today. First up, we have Ileana representing Arrive Home.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us, and happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's. Next, we're going to bring on to the stage, we got Sidna Feliciano. She's representing Orange County DPA.
Orange County, happy Valentine's.
Hi. And lastly, we got Destiny Collazo representing the one and only Florida Bond Program.
Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day.
Woo, look at I got a bear in the back with a balloon chocolate just for you guys. I got some roses right over here.
So lovely.
It's some decorating for you guys. So you guys are in my kitchen / living room, the open concept today. So I decided to change it up a little bit, change the view. So we're going to get right into it today. We're going to be talking about these unique programs, and all programs. I don't know if you guys know that are watching this, but AFN, Lovera Home Loans, has over 60 plus down payments assistance programs.
That's right.
That's a lot. So I don't know if you want to call us the experts of DPA, but we pretty much are the experts of DPA. Yeah. We were rocking and rolling. So these are the top 3 ones that we are getting the most inquiries from, because they all have something a little different, right? So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a little bit of fun. So it's going to be a fun little Q&A interactive. We're just going to have fun with it. The next 10, 15 minutes is going to go by really quick. But what we're going to do is I'm going to ask a question. So I'm going to do I'm going to say X, Y, and Z question. If that question pertains to you and your program, you're going to raise your hand.
So we're doing a little game here.
It's a little game. So I want to get engaged here.
Spice it up.
So we're going to raise our hand. And then if that program pertains to you, if that is a guideline that you have, raise your hand. You're going to say your answer and go around the table we go, right? So let's start in. Let's do this. Here we go.
Bring it on.
Which DPA program requires a minimum credit score? All right, Ileana, you're up first. Talk to us.
Yes, so Arrive Home starts at 600 credit score, minimum FICO, the middle score, of course. And then if you're buying a manufactured home, that goes up to 620, the middle score.
The requirement. Awesome. Sidna, what are you thinking?
Orange County, 20 and above.
Perfect. What up, Destiny? Where you at?
With the Florida Bond Program, it requires a minimum score of 640 unless it is a manufactured home. Then we require a 660.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So everybody requires some type of established credit history, and credit score. Perfect. Now, which DPA program requires a minimum required investment, also known as MRI? Who requires a minimum requirement? Ooh la la. So just Sidna. Sidna's program requires a minimum required investment. So what is that amount?
The Orange County requires, depending on your income, so we have very, very low, and we got low and moderate. So very, very low will require a $500 deposit, and the median will require a $1,000 deposit.
Okay, so that's basically it. So typically when you're doing a contract, the borrower anyways does an escrow deposit in the beginning. So the minimum contribution is being met right at the get-go either way.
Yes.
Awesome. And so Ileana and Destiny, you guys don't have that requirement. 100% of your DPA can cover all the funds.
Correct.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, cool. All right, which DPA program requires you to be a first-time home buyer? Okay. Now, where are you at? What is your you require a first-time home buyer. goal. And if I remember the guideline, you can't have any ownership in a property in the last 3 years to be considered that first-time home buyer rule, right?
Correct.
So you require it, and Destiny, you also require it on your
Yes,
program?
that's correct. There are some exceptions if you are a veteran, though.
Oh, okay. So if you are a veteran, now, if you're a veteran, do you have to do a VA loan?
No.
No. Oh, cool. So that's awesome. So you don't have to be a veteran. You could be a veteran, not have to do a VA loan, but still be exempt from that rule. That's interesting.
Yes.
Ileana didn't raise her hand, so I guess Ileana, you don't care if somebody's a first-time home buyer?
No,
What's the
actually,
issue?
my program, Arrive Home, does allow for ownership of other properties. So you don't have to be a first-time home buyer, which is a great plus.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't qualify in these other programs, my program.
You better call Ileana. Awesome. So then that goes, I guess the question is like, the next question, which DPA allows for more than one property to be owned? That would
And
be,
that will be me right here.
okay,
It does
cool.
allow, so you can currently own a property and then purchase utilizing this program, Arrive Home. Or if you own the property within the last 3 years, that because of that ownership, you're not considered a first-time home buyer, that is allowed as well.
That's
Beautiful.
wonderful.
That's cool. And so you only have to buy the new home as a primary home. So you have to buy the new home as a primary in order for that to come into play. Oh, that's super. A lot of times people nowadays, when they're thinking about buying a new house, the first thing that they think about is, oh, I have a 2-3% interest rate. I'm not leaving my house. You can't take me out of this house. But they need to grow because their family's growing. They need to downsize. And so they're stuck between, well, do I have to just sell my house because we're kind of short funds? Great opportunity for that client to be with Ileana to get that down payment assistance to come into play. Super.
It really does open up the door for many borrowers.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a great program.
Now, which DPA requires a maximum income limit? Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Sidna and Destiny, okay, Sidna, what is your parameters? So what are just give us a little more insight of that income.
Okay, well, Orange County does it depending on your annual income. And of course, this is for everyone living in the home. So it's all included and based on your family size as well. So let's just say, for example, you are a family of 2 and your total annual income is a little over $35,000 a year. So you can qualify for up to $50,000
Wow.
in Orange County DPA.
Wow.
Call me.
That's awesome. So if you have a household of 4 people, what is the absolute maximum amount in order for them to get like the 30,000?
The 30,000, you cannot exceed 105,000 a year.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you can have husband and wife and their 2 kids, and husband and wife make less than 100,000. The kids obviously don't work. Sounds like they qualify for that program.
Yes, they do.
Exciting. Okay, cool.
30,000.
And what about you, Destiny? Where are you at?
So ours requires maximum income, but it depends on the county that you live in. So if we were using Brevard County for a 1 to 2 family home, that would be $86,000 for income.
Okay.
Anybody with 3 or more people, it would be about $98,900.
So I guess in the beginning of the process, you can almost, if you know the borrower's income, you can almost tell them what county they should be looking in to qualify for that program. You're like, hey, Brevard has this, but if you go to Orange, you might need to go that route. So at least from a guy, that would be super. And Ileana, you don't care. Sounds like you just Ileana's like doesn't want to participate.
Everybody come. No, this program, Arrive Home, does not have an income limit. However, there is a limitation in regards to the payment shock. So that is something to keep in mind. That current payment that they have for their rent cannot exceed 225% for that new mortgage payment. So although we don't have that, maximum income limits, we do have a limit in regards to that payment shock.
Got you. And how about what's the maximum, or which DPA requires a maximum purchase price? Like they put a cap on that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So Ileana, you go first.
I'm back to participating.
Tell me about your purchase price limit.
Mine is based off FHA guidelines. So whatever the maximum amount it is for FHA, that's what would apply on this program.
Okay. All right. So you don't have one per se from the actual program. You follow FHA. Whatever they have, that's where you're at. Okay. Sidna, where are you at?
Well, Orange County does have a maximum, and that's $345,000.
Okay, so as long as the house is less than 345, they can still come in and play. All right. And Destiny, where are you at?
So the maximum purchase price for Florida bond is going to be about $481,000. Okay,
so pretty good, a little bit higher. All right, so there's a little bit more wiggle room in inventory there. All right, so then here's the good one. So which DPA program allows for anything other than FHA? Oh, Ileana's out.
I'm exclusive.
You're exclusive. Yeah. You have your Ileana, you just have your FHA. So this is only for FHA right now. As of right now, at least this program.
As of right now?
Okay. All right. Sidna, what programs can you do?
Orange County is conventional and FHA.
Perfect. And what about you, Destiny? Where you at?
We can do, so in the Florida bond program, we can do all of them. FHA, conventional VA, USDA. Manufactured, all of them, condos,
everything. So
all of the traditional programs.
So Destiny's like, hey, I'm, just everything.
Just come see everything.
Yeah. Bring it.
Bring them. All right. So then we have, which DPA program requires certain DTI restrictions? Like there's a cap. So we got Sidna, we got Destiny. We got Ileana. Okay, Ileana, tell us what your DTI requirements are.
DTI requirements, if it exceeds that payment shock that I mentioned, it caps at 36 on the back end. And also for manufactured home, it would apply that 36 DTI max. Got you.
Okay, so there's some caveats there. So what we're looking for when a client's interested in down payment assistance, if they're listening to Ileana and they're like, oh my God, that sounds like what I need, we will need to verify that they're paying rent and that who they're paying rent to, how much they're paying rent, and just make sure you don't have that payment shock right from the beginning. Sidna, tell us about your restrictions.
Orange County's DTI debt to income ratio cannot exceed 47%.
47 back end. Okay. Perfect. Destiny?
So Florida bond has a couple of different ones. Their max is going to be 50% unless it's a manual underwrite, then it drops down to 43%. And if it's a manufactured home, then it's 45%.
All right. Only work with the pros that know what they're talking about. It sounds like these girls know what they're saying here. Now, I've had a case, and this is one that would happen to me a few transactions ago, where we talked about cash back at closing. So I added this as a fun question. Which program allows you to receive cash back at closing? Okay, sorry, Sidna. All right, tell us, Ileana, what your program allows it. What does it allow?
Our Right Home does allow the escrow deposit. You're allowed to receive that back. And if there was any gifts during the transaction and there's any overage, they're allowed to receive that overage back as cash back for the gift that was not used. Utilized or needed, they can get the money back. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, you never know. You just get that, mom, dad, brother, sister, they go out, they give that money, and then they get it right all back. It's like, that's a no-brainer. That's great. Yeah. Destiny, where you at?
So Florida bond does allow money back, but it has a stipulation. It must be a gift.
So I guess, and this is like pro tip. So like if I have a client and they're getting 6% seller contribution, they're getting too much credit back, but on the contract, the realtor put $3,000 EMD. I, as long as my DU accepts it and we're good, I would tell the borrower, hey, have your mom, dad, brother, sister send the money to title, the 3,000 EMD, so that way we verify that the contract is fully executed and we're in effect. But based off of the numbers I have, after the down payment assistance for Florida Bond kicks in and your 6% seller credit comes in, you should actually be getting money back at closing. So do the gift so that way we make sure that you're getting that money back. So that way it doesn't go. I mean, you could go towards and do a printable reduction, but the payment, $3,000, $5,000 is so small. I'm sure they would rather get that money and buy some new appliances, paint their house, new flooring, whatever the case is, they probably would like that.
Oh, yes.
I agree.
Yeah, good. Which DPA program allows for 2 to 4 units to be financed? All right. Okay. Ileana, or nothing on Ileana's side? They don't allow it?
1 to 2. I mean, so I don't know. I was like 2
Like
is
half,
repeated.
this for like a half. Yeah. Well, Sid, now what programs does DPA allow in Orange County?
Orange County, single family home, townhomes, duplex, triplex, quad, condominiums.
Oh,
Am I missing one?
manufactured homes?
No mobiles.
Oh, no mobile
home.
Nope.
No mobile homes.
No, so what did you call it? You call it modular homes. Is what they, not manufactured homes.
Not manufactured homes.
Sorry about it. Destiny, where are you at?
So the Florida Bond Program allows for attached and detached 1-unit dwellings, 2 to 4 units, as long as the borrower is occupying 1 unit. They can do condos, they do single unit FHA, and then manufactured homes. Okay,
so pretty much your guys' program allows a lot more flexibility on the properties that can be used. And then my last question is, which DPA program allows for manufactured homes? Oh, Ileana said,
I'm participating again.
I wanted to end it with
Right Home does allow manufactured homes.
Okay, cool. And Destiny, you too.
Yes, Florida Bond does allow for manufactured homes.
Okay.
You just want to look out again for that credit score, the DTI requirement, and you're good to go.
You're good to go. Guys, this has been really, I always love doing these like quick lives because I feel like people get a lot of value just seeing your guys' expertise, what you guys know, what you guys have researched about the program and bringing it to the forefront. As we do at every end of the video, we always talk about what is the best way for people that are watching, potential buyers, we have real estate parties that are watching these videos. What is the best way to get in contact with you guys? So Ileana, we'll do clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on which way you're looking.
Which way you're looking at it. But yeah, you guys can reach me at my phone number, which is on screen. It's 727-776-7004. You can follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. It is Mortgages by Ileana. You can text me, call me. Smoke signals, you let me know. I'm there.
What about you, Cinda?
I'm the same. My information is right here below. You can call me at 407-476-8117. And you can also like my Instagram and start following me for some content. I'm trying to get out my box. So let's see how that goes. You can call me, you can DM me, you can text me, whatever is easier for you. I'll make it happen.
You rock. All right, Destiny, what's up?
Hey, so of course you can get me on my phone, 321-243-0568. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Home Loans by Destiny. And as the lady said, you can call me, text me, DM me, smoke signal, Batman signal, whatever it is, we're here.
You guys are so awesome. I appreciate you guys taking your time, your Wednesday, this busy, hectic week. We're middle of the month already. We're going to start entering the danger zone, which is the end of the month. We're going to try to do these as close to our time as 11 to 12-ish. I know we got on a little bit later. I know everybody was like dying and waiting around. Like, when are they going to go live? But now we made it. So here we are. So we did it. So Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Eliana, Sitting and Dusty, for hanging out with me today. Happy Valentine's Day. And
Valentine's Day.
you guys are amazing. And thank you for being so amazing. So on to the next time. Until the next time, next Wednesday.
You're around.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.